Hello, welcome to my channel. This is me, Kathleen. Hey, the name of my show is Let's Talk. I don't want to wait 1 minute. If you've seen me, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, then you kind of know the space that I'm in. So I'm just one of those people who I love to talk. So let's talk, but I want to be productive, okay? So the first thing we're going to talk about, 5 things. Talk about the men, number 1. Number 2, we're going to talk about a hot topic that's relevant, which is the KIM Burrell situation. Number 3, we're going to address the issue which I chose, women, the death of women, which I found out watching an episode of Charlamagne the God. He had 2 guest speakers on there, and they were talking about that women, the second cause of death for black women is death by the hands of black men. So we definitely want to tackle that. The 4th thing is going to be my question. The question is, why did God put the apple tree in the garden if he knew Adam was going to eat from the tree? I got an answer for that. You won't believe it. And the 5th thing is just something I did through the day or something I like or whatever. I'm just going to share something with you. Sometimes I might give away a prize. So you always want to subscribe, and you always want to make sure you watch my show. So let's get busy with number 1, men. And I said, why are men so pathetic? You know what, ladies? A lot of times, especially in churches and just in general, I think society has this thing where they feel like they always need to be talking to the ladies about relationships and how the man gonna treat you and what you should put up with, what you should tolerate, and blah, 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 blah. Steve Harvey even wrote a book about how to think like a man. Did I say that right? Think like a man? Okay. Couple of movies came out. Women bought them. Question, why are y'all talking to us? Why is no one addressing the men? Like, who's going to talk to the men? Who's going to tell them, hey, this is the way you treat a woman, and if you don't, you lame. This is how you build a family. This is what life is about. You know, instead, we have a society that still has the belief that every man is going to cheat. So what you're saying is every man's going to cheat, or most men. Every man's going to lie. So that technically means most men aren't going to get married, and if they do, they're going to get a divorce. Because most women are not going to stay in a relationship where there's infidelity. So instead of us preaching to the women over and over and over again, who are basically victims of men, because we can't make you have common sense and rationale and logic, you know. We can't make you see that, you know, you're more than just a piece of meat to be spread all over the community. You have to see and know your value. You have to know that when you I hate this, I don't want to say drop a seed. You have to know when you plant a seed in a woman, you know, have a baby, basically. You have to know that you're supposed to be there for that child. What is the nerve of people for so long? We've taught such dysfunction until it's just acceptable. It's retarded. So men, stop being pathetic. Stop being retarded. That's just, I'm going to use that word. You don't like it? I'm sorry. Something is wrong with a person who would get a person pregnant that he has no true interest in. That person is going to raise your child. Hello? That person is going to be responsible for raising your child and making sure your child is productive. On the other end of that, also to go with that is, you know, the way you're treating the woman that you're with, would you want anyone to treat your mother, your sister, your daughter that way? We have to, common sense has to kick in at some point. Women are not a free-for-all. It's not, hey, let me tap you, tap you, tap you, tap you. It's not you know, let me snooze up to you to get close to you and have you believe in me just so I can have sex with you. That is very immature. That's a wrap on my men. That's a wrap on that. On what I have to say about the men. Men, come on now, and I'm gonna hit this every time. Stop being so pathetic. Talking about a woman know her worth? No, you need to know your worth. moving right along. So what I'm going to do is right behind that, because the Kim Burrell thing is huge. So right behind that, let's talk about something that's super serious, which is the second cause of death for African American women. And I don't know if it's the second cause of death. I believe the women, they're credible. So that's okay. And you can go to Charlemagne the God and watch the show. It was Jamelia, and I can't think of the other girl's name. But it was just recently, like last month. So, or either at the end of November. So go watch it. I watch Charlemagne the God because they talk about current events. They have, you know, different people on the show. And I like to stay connected to everything that's going on in the world. Boom. That's it in a nutshell. So when they made mention that death by black men is the second reason why black women die, oh my God, are you serious? Let's touch that for just a moment. Why are you putting hands on people? And why haven't we corrected that within our communities, within our families? I mean, you know, if your uncle over there laying hands on his wife, and I don't mean shut up, I mean, so I'm serious. We need to take more responsibility as a community, as a family, as individuals, and we really need to begin to think. You know, thinking, I don't know if people do that anymore, but we really need to begin to think. Think, sit down, right? Let your mind work. Let your mind process information. One thing that the Bible says in terms of how to treat a woman is, basically, you know, you wouldn't punch yourself in the face, or you wouldn't attack your own body or hit your own body. So you're not expected to do that to your wife. That's like literally in the Bible. So you need to go read some scriptures or something, because something is not right. And why you operate in that spirit or you behave that way, I'm not sure why. And hold on to that word spirit. I'm going to help you out with that too. So why you operate in that way, why you behave in that way, I'm not sure. But it's not cool to punch people. The reason why I know is because no one's standing in line for punches in the face. I can go downtown. I can guarantee you there's not a punch me in the face store. Okay, they sell soap, they sell tissue, hair, clothes, purses, anything in your house, they sell it. Anything to make a house, they sell it. But they don't sell punches in the face and kicks in the butt. That lets you know that's not something that people desire, and it's not something that you're willing to take. So if you don't want anybody kicking your butt, I'm not confused. I'm wondering why you, in your mind, could conceive that that is acceptable and something that you need to be doing. Like, I hear people, oh, she made me so mad. And trust me, I have been there.